I think when people access this facility, they will be surprised as to how we were able to transform Ridgeland Common.
One of the things we were really interested in is creating an environment that felt very welcoming.
There's a lot of versatility in what we can offer here now. I think it will offer a lot of positives for Oak Park.
I think people are just really going to be pleased with what the architects and the team were able to do with this facility. It's just really a well-constructed facility, well thought out, and it's just a really beautiful design.
We would close the rink at 11 o'clock at night. On a Saturday, we'd open at 5 in the morning. It was a very busy place, not only for hockey, but also figure skating. The roof went up in '64, which was beautiful. The longest wooden beams in the state. Programming became a tremendous asset when that roof came on. We allowed kids to come, we gave them a helmet, let them use rental skates, and a hockey stick for $1 to come and play hockey. There was one winter we had 600 hockey players go through here. It was a social place where kids came to meet other kids, a family place.
My mom wanted me to learn how to skate jokingly that, if I ever took a girl out on a date as a teenager skating, that I wouldn't embarrass myself. I love to skate, whether it's hockey or speed skating. You can't speed skate without having the basic knowledge of skating first, so Ridgeland really taught me that.
Most people recognize this as their hometown facility. This is where they've come to skate or swim or use the sports facility.
We did a study a number of years ago that explored new options for replacing Ridgeland Common. I think that study kind of created a sense among many people that if you were going to do anything to this facility, you had to replace everything that was here.
You can only put so much duct tape on something until there's a point where it has to be replaced.
Something had to change, and whether you wanted to be proactive about that change and come in and do a larger plan, or you want to keep living day to day, those were the choices you had to make.
We used the pool as our cooling tower. Our season was very short. We'd have tubes pop, and had one year where that actually took down a compressor.
I think it was at a point where it was going to require substantial renovations, whether it was replacing the mechanical systems, replacing the roof, and even if those things were done, it would have been difficult to do them with current building technologies.
Community input was very important in terms of developing 3 different options for the facility. Once we kind of narrowed things down, we got additional input from the community members in terms of what they wanted. What we did end up with was kind of a combination. It's a restoration of our facility while kind of making it newer and fresher.
It's a center of the community, and a lot of different activity takes place here, so it was the right place to make sure we made that investment.
One of the tricks became figuring out how much really of the old facility could be reused and how much had to be built new.
Construction began here March 15th of 2013. During demolition, about 2,700 tons was removed from the site, roughly 250 truckloads. Out of that, 83% of the material was diverted from landfills and recycled.
We were able to preserve a lot of the foundation walls from the old part of the building, so a lot of the new walls, even though it's new construction built to current technologies, are actually constructed on top of old foundation walls.
You have all new mechanical systems, all new rink equipment. You have over 7 miles of piping underneath the concrete rink slab, and all new mechanical equipment for the pool.
We put in synthetic turf in our facility. We also upgraded the light systems. The field has been lined for a full-size soccer field that runs east-west, and then 2 smaller fields, and those go north-south.
From the day we've got it open, it's been going gangbusters between soccer and baseball. Even Oak Park High School was able to use it when their fields were down. We
moved the dog park from the east side of the ball field over to the west side of the ball field. We made it a little larger. There are benches. There's a water fountain, also with the doggy water fountain as well. And then we're also looking at ways that we can add some color into that facility.
This is the first ice rink that we designed, and that may have been a real advantage to us because we didn't bring any baggage with us. This is located on Lake Street in the heart of the community. So I think just by virtue of that, there was an expectation that it had to be something more significant than just a metal shed building.
It wasn't an easy decision to keep the existing facility, but in the end, it turned out to be a really, really good choice.
When you look in this lobby and see the wooden ceiling and the terrazzo floors and the customer service desk and just the openness of it and all the windows that we have, it really brings a different feel and a different sense to what this space can be.
Putting the rink 24 inches into the ground improves the views because now you're not looking through so much board. The other great feature is the glass that we've put on the bleacher side. I don't think there is any spot on the bleachers where you're looking through net.
We're really excited about the ability to have year-round ice. We're starting programs in June, and we will have a variety of different camps. So we'll have a swim and skate camp, we'll have a hockey camp, figure skating camp, and the enrollment has been incredible.
Well, it's a special place because it's a community rink. It's not in a shopping center or a rink all by itself where you have to drive 20 miles to. There are 10,000 people within walking distance of this facility.
Our community is very dedicated to sustainability, and that's very important to us. So when we were looking at the rink and the pool, we wanted to ensure that we were obtaining that level of LEED certification.
Achieving any sort of LEED certification in a building like this is unusual because of the mechanical systems, because of the pool and the ice arena mechanical systems that you have. It's a challenge to achieve any sort of LEED certification on a project like this.
We are going for a LEED Silver certification, and that is definitely based on the level of insulation in the facility, the equipment that we're using.
It's approximately the same square footage, it just is a much better use of the space.
The idea of separating the entry for the arena from the pool and basically creating an outdoor entry for the pool, that is one of those approaches to design of these kind of facilities that didn't exist when Ridgeland Common was originally built.
We can actually expand the uses of this facility not just for skating and swimming, but also for physical fitness components.
We did add a new wading pool that has a lot of nice little features that I think families are really going to enjoy. The pool, we kept the shell, and that was a cost-saving measure in order to fit the whole project under our budget. We put in new stainless steel gutters. All of the mechanicals are new. All of the piping, return and supply are new.
We decided to put the green roof in, first because it's an environmentally friendly aspect to go forward. And it was also, from a financial standpoint, a better approach. Instead of just using it as a sunning opportunity, it's enabled us to be able to add a green feature to this facility.
We were able to also increase the deck area on the ground level by virtue of the wood deck that you now see on the east side of the pool as well.
The main reason for that is to save the trees. So we were able to put a system in where the water can penetrate so the trees could be able to stay. So we have shading and we have 2 different surfaces.
I think when folks enter the facility, they're going to be very surprised and very excited about the opportunities that we have for Oak Park.
Whenever you're creating a vision for a community, you want to involve as many people as you possibly can. If you ask people in our community for help, they will help. There's a lot of very, very smart people. There's a lot of people with great ideas.
People who knew what the facility was before, I think, will be surprised by what they see.
Well, this was obviously a large project. It's the largest project the Park District has ever undertaken, and there was a lot of community input in the process when we were putting it all together. I definitely believe that this is a facility that the community should be proud of, and it is a great facility.